Earlier this year, Dalton Knecht was on the top 10 list of every NBA mock draft out there. ESPN, NBA.com, you name it. But on draft night, his stock dropped all the way to pick 17. But it wasn't skill related. NBA front offices were turned off by his older age for a rookie at 23 years old. However, his age and experience has actually enabled him to be NBA ready, and now he's proving it to the rest of the league. Let me show you 4 reasons of how he's been so effective. First, Dalton Knecht is sneaky athletic. In the NBA Draft Combine, he came in the 84th percentile for his max vertical leap at 39 inches. He was in the 86th percentile in the 3/4 sprint, the top percentile in the shuttle run, and the 99th percentile in the lane agility drill. And his athleticism shows in the court too. He's able to use his leaping ability to jump over defenders and complete these dunks. And a lot of times if he needs the strength, he uses it in order to finish through contact. And then here you can see the sprint drills really come into play. He's got that really quick first step. And then on the defensive side of the ball, he even has the length to be able to disrupt certain passes, and here he gets it to AD for the easy finish. Second, the strongest part about Dalton Knecht's game is his shooting. Here his teammate is able to draw in the defense. They do a nice job of kicking it out to him. And then on other plays, the defense is just so worried about LeBron that they leave him wide open. And then really same thing here where LeBron's in the paint. He's able to draw 2 defenders and he gets wide open looks that he knocks down. And he is especially excellent when it comes to 3-point shooting in the corners. He also does a great job of keeping the space. Here he thinks about making the cut and then realizes Wembanyama's in the paint, and then he watches the defense collapse on LeBron and then he gets an open 3-point shot in the corner. But what happens if he doesn't get a clean look or the shot isn't too open? Well, it doesn't matter to him. And really, this comes down to a couple of things. First of all, he's got great length, good high release point, and really just has a quick release and is always ready to shoot, just like this clip. And even on this possession, you can tell he's ready to shoot at any moment. His hands are out there and he's ready to catch it. And I think what makes him especially tough to guard is his ability to shoot 3-pointers while moving. Here you can see him really step into this 3-pointer and knock it down with ease. He can make it off of inbounds plays like this, or if he needs to use a screen and do a fadeaway, he can do that as well, no problem. And I think this play right here really shows me how he's so elite. So here he comes off of a screen, he initially goes for the shot, realizes it's not that good, has the awareness to pass it back, relocate, and get a much better shot, and he makes it. And lastly, if he's not shooting wide open corner threes or running through screens to get off movement 3-pointers, then he's creating for himself. He's able to take matters into his own hands and take a few dribbles, shoot some fadeaway threes, and really, he's a whole package. Here's a chart showing the top 3-point shooting rookies in NBA history, with attempts on the bottom axis and shooting percentage on the left axis. As you can see, players like Luka Doncic took a lot of attempts, but weren't too effective, whereas players like Darius Garland took fewer attempts and were more effective. And then there's Dalton Knecht, who's got solid volume and is one of the best rookie 3-point shooters. Third, Knecht actually has a really solid mid-range game. Here, he uses picks from Anthony Davis, he's able to get in the mid-range, shoot that jumper, and other times he's coming off the pick and he's, shooting floaters over big men. And really, again, it's his length that he's really able to use to his advantage. He's just not bothered by other defenders, got a good release point, and he can even face you up and shoot from there. Or he can even take it in isolation, and he's able to do a nice mid-range fadeaway right here. And really, his handle is a bit underrated as well. Here in this play, you can see him pump fake, do a hesitation, crossover, nail the floater. And then on the next play, same thing, where he does a couple crossovers and is able to get into the lane. Fourth, Knecht is also a really good cutter. Here he's able to create separation from his defender using the Davis screen, and of course he's got LeBron passing to him, so he finds him. And he's really good at letting his teammates know that he's open. So here, as he's cutting, he has his hands up, he's calling for the ball, and he gets it for the easy dunk. And here, he does it again, he's calling for the ball, and since his hands are up, he's able to easily catch it and finish. To put Dalton Knecht's offensive prowess into context, I made a chart showing the most effective rookie shooting guards and small forwards in NBA history. Points per game is on the bottom axis, and effective shooting percentage is on the left axis. As we move up the chart, you can see players like Michael Jordan, Walter Davis, and then eventually Dalton Knecht. In his limited opportunities on a team with two superstars in LeBron and AD, he's shooting his shot, and he's effective.